What is up, guys? In this video I'm going to show you how you can get a scar and high rarity pump shotgun every match in Fortnite OG. And I know that sounds super clickbaity, but it's not. It's super simple, and this is something you're definitely going to want to take advantage of in the current game. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe to like see more, and comment down below what you think of this and if you're going to be taking advantage of it. In between me recording and uploading this video, Epic actually nerfed the drop rate of the treasure map, making it much more rare than it was when I initially recorded this video. But I still think this video was worth making because of how good it is, and with it being less common now, I feel like people are going to be less aware of what it actually does. So if you get the treasure map, I still think it is very much worth going for. It's just more difficult to find now after the changes that Fortnite made. So with the Season 8 update to Fortnite OG that happened yesterday, the treasure map was added to the loot pool, and if you have this, it'll basically take you to a nearby location where there's an X on the ground, and you can also see like a glowing gold like light emitting from it, and this allows you to dig up a chest, and it will drop a scar and a pump shotgun at purple or gold rarity each time. I've had it where like one is gold and one is purple, or both is gold. I don't think I've seen one where both is purple, but it's probably possible. But either way, you get a high rarity AR and a high rarity shotgun guaranteed every time, and you also get 2 healing items. And if you guys have played in Fortnite OG a decent amount, you probably know how hard it can be to get high rarity loot. So having this map as a guarantee purple or gold AR and shotgun can be a huge deal, and every time I've gotten this, it's been a scar and a pump. It's not like sometimes it's the heavy or sometimes it's attack, sometimes it's a combat. Unless they change it at some point, every time I've opened it or seen it opened, it's been a scar and a pump shotgun. So you should always be getting those weapons along with 2 healing items, which can also be nice because it still can be a struggle to get shield at times in Fortnite OG. And this chest is yours, or like at least whoever has the maps. I've gotten asked about this a decent amount, where like, does it work like the combat cache from previous seasons, where the combat cache would be marked for you and another team, or you and another player if you're playing solos? That is not how this works. Whoever has the map gets that chest. There could be somebody else who has a map and gets a chest in a nearby area to yours, but your chest and your map are linked together. That's the only way to get that chest. You don't have to worry about somebody else taking it if you aren't going to go like right for it right away. But I do recommend going for it rather quickly because, like I said, getting high rarity loot can be a struggle this season. And if you're able to open this chest and grab it quick early on in the game, not only are you going to have great weapons, but you're probably going to have great weapons before many other players do, because other people haven't gotten to loot as much. That will give you a pretty distinct advantage in a lot of fights, especially as far as like that gold pump goes. And I think the easiest way to take advantage of this is to land somewhere with rifts nearby, because then you'll just be able to rift to wherever the map goes and then open it and get the stuff. You won't have to like worry about traveling to wherever it goes. Typically it isn't too far from what I've seen. They do a decent job of like making it somewhat close to you. So one rift should be, you know, pretty much a guarantee way to get it. And there is a lot of rifts on the map in Zero Build. I'll have a picture of the map of rifts right now from Fortnite.gg. And there's a lot of rifts on the exterior of the map, but even some of the more central POIs like Salty Springs do have a lot of rifts there. So if you do need to, you know, go decently far for your map, you can rift to it. There might be times where it's just close enough to where you don't really want to bother rifting. It's like just not that big of a deal. But if you do land somewhere with rifts nearby, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to just rift to the chest, get the loot, and then, you know, have that good loot for the rest of the game. You won't really have to worry about finding a new AR, finding a new shotgun if you are comfortable using the pump. And there also is a trick to be able to rift a go and take loot with you if that's something you want to do. If you land in an area with it where there's no rifts and you do have a rift to go, I think in general this is just helpful to know. So you used to be able to just rift and then drop like swap the rift for something as it went off back in the day. That is patched, but now you can do it with a mantling essentially. So you basically just want to be in the mantle as the rift is going off, and then you'll spawn like on top of the rift, but you'll just be able to jump down, take your loot, and then hop back in the rift again super easily, super quickly. This is one of those things I feel like that once you get the timing down for it, it's not really that hard to do. You just need to be mantling as the rift goes off. So what I like to do is activate it, and then I kind of jump next to whatever I'm going to mantle to, but I don't hit the mantle button until I see like 0.1 or 0.2 seconds on that rift countdown. You know how you hit it and it starts to activate? Once you see 0.1 seconds or 0.2 seconds, that's when you hit your mantle button, and then you'll mantle out of the rift as it goes off. Grab your gun or whatever you want to take with you, and then hit the rift again. So if you have been finding rift to goes and you don't really feel like carrying them, it's a fine item to carry, but if you just don't feel like carrying it in that game, you can basically use them and then take whatever you want and go about your day using this trick. And that can be pretty helpful if you do, get a treasure map off spawn or at some point in the game and you want to take that, use the rift, and then rift to wherever the treasure map makes you go. But that is going to be it for this video. I just wanted to kind of highlight how good the treasure map is, because I was getting asked about it a decent amount when I was streaming. A lot of people not only didn't know what it was or like if it was worth going for at all, and I think it definitely is worthwhile, especially if you are someone who likes using the pump and the scar. But even if you don't like using the scar, like let's say you prefer the heavy AR, you might rather have a scar than, a regular AR, or maybe you'd rather have a scar than like a lower rarity heavy, and if you come across a good heavy, you take that. And then that's kind of how I feel about the shotgun as well. I've been preferring like the TAC or the combat for zero build this season, the higher fire rate shotguns. But I'd probably rather have a TAC or I'd rather have like a gold pump than a very low rarity TAC, like a white or green one. I think I'd rather have the pump. Or just no shotgun at all. I'd much rather have that high rarity pump. So this is just like a guaranteed like decent loadout in the game. It could be super helpful for when the game starts, or if you do get like rebooted and you're trying to regain in that match, the treasure map can also be really good for those situations. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys found this helpful, informative, interesting. If you did, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, comment down below what you think of this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Zip was a suicidal move. Yeah, the guy earlier. Pretty hard for him to do anything. That's why like when I push this mountain, I like shockwaved and grappled just so I could get up as fast as possible and hopefully like catch them off guard. I think I may have just seen him over there. I don't understand what that player's idea was there. Range on the combat was nice. Yeah, he was just in storm healing as a bush. I thought he was like on balloons or something.